Good morning, everyone. Let's come back to our subjects. We are dealing with anti-archaeology and expository preaching. Today we will go for expository preaching. We have been studying in step number 2, and last time we have discussed how do we structure our text. We have grammatical keys and content keys. Today we'll go for summarize the main section of the text. Okay, summarize the main sections of the text. But before that, if any one of you missed the class, Nitul said, okay, he did not get some of the portion. So if you don't get the portion, you go to Liang's online class. You type Liang's online class and go to the YouTube, subscribe it, and then all the videos will be available there. Okay, you go there, you type it Liang's online class, then you subscribe the channel, then you will get the information there. Okay, so that you will not miss the class. Okay. Summarize the main sections of the text. Okay, let's go to your notes. Summarizing is a very helpful exercise. It is basically a synopsis of the text that helps you understand the small sections you are studying in the context of the Bible, chapter, section, or a book. For instance, there are many details that a Bible writer may give to support a point. As you discern the moment of the text, you will note the major first. There will be Roman numerals in your outline of the text so that you will eventually understand the main theme and thrust of the author. Okay, so summarizing, you start outline or making the you started to divide your text. We call it structuring the text. So you divide it with the help of grammar, as we have learned from Ezra 7:10, with a small word 2 or 4 or n or things that like that. I'm sorry. So 2. Okay, we are using the small word 2. Okay, the small word plays an important role there. So Ezra decided to teach this and to teach this and to teach, of course, 2 and n. Okay, 2 and n. We have just discovered the small word over there. We will see here. Yeah, here. So to study the law of the Lord and to practice it and to teach the statute and ordinances in Israel. Now, once you set up this one, or when you just roughly structure this, okay, you have to summarize it again, or in other way, if you are going to structure with the content as we are doing in Ephesians chapter 5, okay, that will be through content. Okay. After structuring it, you have to summarize it again, because that will help you to do to structure your point well. Okay, so that will help you in your studies, and basically a synopsis of the text that will help you understand a small section you are studying in the context of the Bible, chapter, sections, or a book. Now, synopsis means all the books that comes together. Okay, you will understand all your text. You will understand all the section or a book. Okay, you will understand in the portion that you are studying it, or in the portion that you are going to preach. Okay, you will be well equipped by summarizing again. Okay, so it is a must that right after your division, okay, so you have to summarize your structure again. For instance, there are many in the details that the Bible writer may give you to support a point. As you discern the moment of the text, you will note the major force. There will be Roman numerics in your outlines of the text so that you will eventually understand the main theme and thrust of the author. So when you summarize it again, you will see the main force, or the main, the major point. Okay, we have major point and minor point. Okay, we will just see later on. So you will discover what is major point and what is minor point. Okay, and major point you'll be writing in the Roman numeral letter, so that you will understand this is major point and this is minor point. Okay, eventually you will come to understand, when you summarize it again, when you go 2-3 times, you will understand the strong point, and all those strong points, what you have to do is you have to make it into a Roman numeric letter. Okay, now summarizing the passage will help you determine the dominant force of this text. Now when you summarize the passage or the text of what you are going to preach, okay, if you summarize that one, it will help you to dominant force of this text. That means your sermon will be dominated. Your sermon will be overshadowed by your text. You will not wander here and there, but you will stick to the text, because you have the force of the text, because you are very much confident of that very text. Okay, in order to do that one, you have to summarize it, okay, again and again. It will also help you with the text, with the next steps of the sermon's making process, that of structuring the text around the single theme, thrust, or central proposition. Now when you structure well your text, when you summarize it well of your text, that will make it very easy when you start making when you start structuring the sermon. Now we are dealing with structuring the text. Later on, after the CPS and after the bridge, we will CPT and the bridge, we will go to CPS, and then structuring the text that comes in step number 6. So it will be easy for you and me, when we structure well the text, to structure the sermon. Okay, so and then it will be easy for you to find out the thrust. It will be easy for you to find out the theme, and thus it will be easy for you to find out the central proposition of the text. Okay, once you do that, it will be easy for you to go to step number 4, to find out the central proposition of the sermon. Okay. Okay, to summarize the text, go back to the outline you drafted when you analyzed the structure of the text. Now, you have analyzed the text last time by a small word to and n, okay, that we analyzed the structure. Now we have to summarize the thought content at the major levels of the outline, or by putting it into a complete sentence. Now here in Ezra, as we have learned here, we did not put it into sentence. We just divided the sentence by the structure, the text by a small word. Okay, to study the law of the Lord and to practice it, and to, okay, all these outlines are not the real outline. This is the survey that we have made Okay, so in order to make a complete outline, you have to bring out the strong points or the strong major part of the of your structuring. Then you have to make it into sentence. That is what we are going to do here. Okay, now, so the sentence would be number one, Roman numeral letter 1. Ezra set his heart to study the law of the Lord. Okay, Ezra set his heart to study the law of the Lord. Okay, that is a complete sentence. That is from 10 verse 10a part. Now verse 10b part. And to practice it. Okay, that is what we read. But when you structure, it would be Ezra set his heart to practice the law. Okay, to practice the law. Now, number 3, here comes the major and the minor point here. Major point is Ezra set his heart to teach the law in Israel. So there are 2 laws that is written in 10c part. Okay, to teach the statute, the Lord's statute, and the Lord's ordinances. Okay, the law, statutes, the Lord's ordinances, the Lord's statute, and the Lord's ordinances. So this we have to divide it into minor section. That is section 1. He would teach the Lord's statutes. Number 2, he would teach the Lord's ordinances. We call it sub point. Okay, sub point. So that is how you are going to divide or structure your point. Okay, now do this one in Ephesians chapter 5 verses 1 to 21. Okay, I hope you are doing it that, because you have to bring all that assignment in your at the time of your coming to the college. If you don't do this, okay, for this subject, you will not be graduating. Okay. See, Ezra set his heart. Now, for every structuring, point 1, 2, 3, what is common and what is repeating is Ezra set his heart. Ezra set his heart. Ezra set his heart. What Ezra set his heart? What do you mean by Ezra set his heart? That means Ezra has taken a commitment. Okay, he has taken a commitment, or he has taken a strong determination to study the law of the Lord, to teach the law of the Lord, to practice the law of the Lord. Okay, these are the things that we have. So when you do this one, and when you structure the sermon, the main point, everything will be from this text, structuring the text, but the language will be changed. Okay, because we are going to transport it to our audience, and we are going to bring that sermon as your sermon. Okay, so everything we will change it again. So this is step number 2. Okay, step number 2, structuring the text. To structure the text, what we have to know is we have to structure the text with the help of grammatical keys, if not with content. Okay, with content. And that is how we have learned. Like structuring the text, if you structure well here, okay, it will be easy for the rest of the things that we are going to do. So step 1 and step 2 are very important. Now from now on, it will be easier for all of us to do the following one. Okay, step 1, we have to invest our time. We have to invest a lot of times reading, and then writing down all the long words, short words, small words, grammatical keys, textual background, all these things. Okay, then structuring. Okay, it takes a lot of time to divide your point. Okay, you have to refer here and there, you have to summarize, go reading again and again. Okay, but once you have done this, now the other 5 steps are very easy. Okay, so stick here. Okay, don't lose hope. Okay, invest your time, take time to do all this. Okay, then finally, you will be a good expository preacher. Okay. So for today, we'll wind up our class from here, and we'll see you next time. Okay. God bless you.